Let me show you what I deem to be a beta without judging him too much. I don't want to judge too harshly. Hat tip to one of my tippers. Spoiler alert, sent this, I believe. Saul Staniforth. I think you sent this spoiler. I don't know. Somebody did. It posted this. Clip 11, I think, is in the folder there, Hassan. Not the Patriot D one. This is clip 16-11, not 13-11. Although 1611 is fun. Ooh. This is Naphtali Bennett. This was on Sky News. You know, that Australian, supposedly conservative Fox News, somehow affiliated outlet. What about those Palestinians who are in the hospital on life support and babies in incubators will be turned off because Israelis have cut the power to Gaza? I thought this was just some guy. Is it bad, Canadians, to say goofy guy? Just don't say, if I add a Y at the end of it, is it okay for me to say goofy guy? I don't want to call him the G word in front of the Canadian children who may be watching Hake and listening. But anyway, this fellow, I thought this was just some guy. But no, this is the ex-Israeli Prime Minister, Naphtali Bennett, whom just a year ago or so, Bibi replaced. Are you seriously asking me about Palestinian civilians? What's wrong with you? Here's the clip.
And what about those Palestinians in hospital who are on life support and babies and incubators whose life support and incubator will have to be turned off because the Israelis have cut the power to Gaza?
Are you seriously keep on asking me about Palestinian civilians? What's wrong with you? Have you not seen what happened? We're fighting Nazis. We don't target them. Now, the world can come and bring them anything they want. If you want to bring them electricity, I'm not going to feed electricity or water to my enemies. If anyone else wants, that's fine. We're not responsible for them.
This is the point.
But you
this
keep
is the
on.
point.
I want to tell you. No, listen. You listen to me right now. I've heard you enough.
No, I understand. We're trying to have a conversation here. Listen, this is my program. This is my show. And I am asking the questions. You're raising your voice, and I've asked you, and we've already stopped, please, and let me finish. We've already distinguished between Hamas.
I want to tell you, shame on you.
You're trying to speak over.
We are not. Shame on you.
It's nothing about shame. We're trying to have a conversation about a very serious situation here, and you are refusing to address it.
Jump over immediately. And again, you
absolutely
use the
not.
Palestinian narrative.
You are incorrect.
They are responsible because I can tell you that when the UK,
absolutely
when Great Britain was fighting the Nazis during World War II, no one asked what's going on in Dresden. It was the Nazis targeting London, and you targeted Dresden. So
listen,
shame on you if you go on with that false narrative.
We're not talking about that, and in hindsight, many people have listened. And in hindsight, many people have readdressed that kind of carpet bombing.
Oh, I see. Now you're Mr. Clean. Shame on you.
Absolutely not. And I'm not. Listen, Mr. Bennett, I am not in the military. I am a journalist asking you questions. Are you going to let me ask you a question, or are you continue shouting at me? We've already distinguished between Hamas and the Palestinians. I'm asking you very directly.
What do you want to ask?
Is going to be done to make sure that those innocent people don't get killed, as innocent Jewish people were killed on Saturday?
Crazy, huh? What happened in Dresden? I don't know. I don't know much about history. Mr. Clean projecting. This man, I'll tell you one thing. Naphtali Bennett is no Volodymyr Zelensky. Am I right? Is he standing outside a prison? I don't know what that is. Sort of interesting. I didn't know they had grass over there. They have grass in Israel? Interviewer did a great job there, says spoiler alert. Yeah, wasn't that interesting? He was trying to talk. It's my show. That's what I try to say to my callers. I've never done that to my guests yet. I've never been, it's my show. But I've done it to my callers. I said, you're talking over me. You're talking over me. It's my show. When I fight with my callers. I wanted to hear his response, says Jib Jab. I know, I wish that it went a little longer too. But anyway, yeah, I was waiting too. I was like, oh, it stopped. Standing in front of a green screen. And so he was in case you weren't catching on, I think he was concerned about, what they say civilians. Civilians are often, maybe always, casualties of war. And nowadays, the trend is to avoid doing that, avoid having more civilian casualties of war. Hake, you are so clueless. It's funny. Thank you, Nugget Man. Yeah, I can't picture grass in Israel. But isn't that kind of beta? It seemed kind of beta. High-pitched voice, not measured and dignified and orderly like Bibi Netanyahu. I know a lot of you guys really dislike Netanyahu for some reason. What's not to like about Bibi Netanyahu? And you can list some things that he did that were maybe wrong or questionable. Maybe he is a George W. Bush Netanyahu, who's now the prime minister. And maybe I'm wrong, but just his way of carrying himself is much more manly, deeper voiced, and shout out to the high-pitched voiced fellows. And I've seen this quote that you guys have shared in the chat. The chat educates Hake sometimes. Old Saucy over in the Rumble chat on another show said, America is a golden calf and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off piece by piece. Oh, I have to say it in Bibi's voice. America is a golden calf and we will suck it dry. Well, he doesn't say it so harshly. Chop it up and sell it off piece by piece, piece by piece. Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel. He was the prime minister back in 1990. Well, I don't know what that quote means. I mean, golden calf is a reference to the false idol that the Israelites worshipped when Moses was up on the mountain. And so maybe there was something wrong that in the 1990, that was under George Bush the daddy. And I don't know if America was doing such great things back then, He was no Reagan, and I don't know how good or bad Reagan was either, because I was a kid at the time. But, and 1990 is a long time ago. Maybe he repented by then. Anyway. So there's your quote. I read it. I will get to your calls, guys, but bottom line, Naphtali, obvious beta. Bibi Netanyahu, not so obvious to me, seems more alpha to me, based.